Hey Jayhawks! On behalf of all MelaninMedia, we hope you've been enjoying the spring flowers and the slightly hotter sun. Speaking of hotter, we have a very special show for you today, starting with the two hottest people I know, Leah and Rosie for That's Hot. After that, Jay Sean and Wambui takes us to the hot seat with their new segment, Grind My Gears. Now, if y'all are hungry, Caitlin has you covered with her new recipe she will share during her segment, Cooking with Caitlin. After that, Alpha has a lot of things to say about this past few weeks NCAA tournament. If you're sitting here bored at home, Wambui has a movie recommendation for us. And lastly, Slice of Insight is here to shine light on some of our favorite leaders of Black history. Wow, y'all, I am so excited. With that being said, we hope you enjoy the show.
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
Hi guys! Welcome back to an episode that we like to call
That's Hot.
I'm Ben Rosie.
And I'm Leah, and you're kind of far away from me.
Yeah, that's because we got a special guest here today.
We do? Hello! Welcome back, founder.
Thank you.
Founder of MelaninMedia, Miss Carmina Douglas.
Long time no seen.
Hello.
How you been?
Good, how have you been?
Stressed?
Missing you.
I know, I missed y'all too.
Well, we got an interesting episode of That's Hot. And just to give y'all a little recap, this is a series that we like to call That's Hot. We dictate on things that's hot and things that are not. And today, what are we talking about?
Today, we're going to be talking about Black girl hairstyles. You know, every girl goes through their hairstyle phase, whether it's bob on barrettes or lemonade braids. We've been through all of them. So we're going to rate which ones are hot and which ones are not.
Yep, so let's get it started. What's the first one we got today?
So the first one is a Black girl classic. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Bob-balls and barrettes. Let's get a picture, please.
You are the first person I know to call them bonbons.
They are called bob-balls.
There are barrettes or hair clips.
No.
Yes.
Oh my God.
I know you see that blue and the purple. They're called bob-balls.
They call hair clips.
Well, no, they're not clips.
What's your opinion?
I don't know, I just call them like little hair little things. Like,
That is the wrong answer.
I just don't have a name for them. My mom never had a name for them growing up. So.
You know what? They were just in that big old box and you got to choose which one,
Yeah, literally.
your favorite colors,
Yep.
and you just got to rock it out. And I know your classmates heard you. Whenever you walk down the hall, your little bubba swaying left to right.
Okay, so what color would sales go to?
Red, obviously, or maybe pink sometimes.
Okay.
I was a purple girl when I was when I was a little girl.
I was gonna say high school.
Well,
Don't
not
do
too
it.
much. So I was a purple when it was like in kindergarten and like, yeah, kindergarten and elementary school. I was rocking the purple and blue. I was kind of in that vibe. I was a cool gal.
Did your mama ever snap you with the balls trying to put the or balls?
No, but I did snap my little sister a few times. Just, you have to pick on your little siblings sometimes.
Yeah.
Toughen them up. So was this hairstyle hot or was it not?
It was definitely hot.
Yeah, this is a little cute, hot little hairstyle for
Every
you.
Black girl goes through this hairstyle.
Absolutely.
Everybody.
Everybody
classic.
should. Alrighty. Next one.
Have you ever gotten Fulani braids?
Oh, I have gotten some Fuglani braids. Now this this hairstyle can come in different varieties. Like you can get them in the front, you can get them on the side, you can get them with a quick weave in the back, you can get them with some braids in the back.
Okay.
Very versatile hairstyle. I've gotten it a few times, but my five head.
5 head is crazy.
A moment of silence, please.
But this is a very different, versatile hairstyle. It's gonna be hot sometimes, but not always. Sometimes it's not for the people with the 3 heads or the 5 heads.
Okay, not too much. Not too much.
I'm just saying, I'm being honest here, ladies and gentlemen. If you got a big forehead, if you got a little forehead, you might want to stay away from the Fuglani braids. Get yourself some knotless, get yourself some box braids, some twists, some cornrow, just
I
something.
feel like you're kind of calling me out here.
Oh,
You're kind of calling me out here.
Wow.
Nothing against you. What you think?
Well, okay, it's hard to have an opinion because I've never had them, but they look very cute, and I was thinking about trying them this summer, but I don't know, now you got me reconsidering, because I feel like if you have a big forehead, small forehead, it doesn't matter, don't get them. So...
It depends on your forehead. You just want to make sure you get some boho, like, add some extensions to it. You might.
So no love to the girls with the big foreheads?
What?
That's what you're saying.
What is?
That's what you're
There was this
saying.
one man. He like, I love Rihanna because she got a big
That was
forehead.
Kevin Gates.
Kevin Gates. We love Kevin Gates because he's like, she got that big cranium on her head. She's like, mwah, kiss you on your forehead.
You did say that.
Yeah, so it's
That's
hot.
crazy. That's a little
So
crazy.
unhinged, like,
It's so unhinged, but you know, it's hot and it's not. But
I think it's hot, for the record.
I think it's hot, but something I wouldn't personally get, because one, it's sad to admit, but as a black girl, I don't really know how to do my edges, y'all.
oh, okay, it's okay.
I'll get there. I'll get there.
You will.
Okay, let's move on, shall we?
What's the next style?
We got boho knotless, and
Another classic.
this has become a new evolution because it used to just be box braids, and now everybody and their mom is getting knotless. Don't look at mine. Don't look at mine. Like those boxes are not there no more. But
It's okay. Just throw a scarf over it. The braids are still cute.
thank you. But you know, the boho, it's been giving a lot of human hair. It's been giving wavy. I didn't yell.
And girl, it's expensive.
People be
Yes.
charging $500 for these boho
An arm and
knotless.
leg, I would never.
Literally.
I could buy a PlayStation with that money.
Good.
But let's say here, the braids are hot, the
The
prices
price?
are not.
I will say boho is hot if you use human hair for the boho parts.
Who
I don't
got the
know,
money
I've
for
had-
that?
I feel like, I don't know, I've had boho with synthetic and like it just got tangled so fast. I was like, that is
Exactly,
that's not it.
Do you have human hair money?
I'm just looking for it.
Like I said, boho is hot, the prices are not. Moving on. What we got next?
Have y'all ever had lemonade braids? I know Beyonce put us on, but have y'all ever had lemonade braids?
I have not.
No.
I can't say I have either.
Now, from the one in the photo, those looked really cute. I liked it. It was a very cute.
I like the little bob going on, the little twisties.
But that is probably the best looking lemonade braid I
Yeah.
have ever seen. Next up, you Beyonce. Love you.
I feel
Mwah.
like most of the time people get lemonade braids very long. But I don't know. To me, I just don't really like how they look. I don't know.
Not gonna lie, me neither. They're all either to the side and you can see them. It's like a little obvious.
If I were to get lemonade braids, it'd definitely be that picture.
It'd
Because
have
any other way, I'm just so tender-headed, and 3 braids in, I'm like, okay, get me out the chair. It's hurting.
But even with the photo, that could kind of be categorized as like Buglani
that's
braids.
what I was thinking.
But if we think about lemonade braids, they're all cornrows going either to your right side or to your left. And if your face isn't symmetrical, it's not hot.
Why are you calling the girlies out?
And nothing's wrong with having
Why
an
are you calling
asymmetrical
them out?
face, but there's some hairstyles that just don't work for you. So if you have an asymmetrical face, either have it to where it's on the dominant side or don't get them at all. I'm telling you, there's a lot of hairstyles for y'all.
Okay. What's our next hairstyle, y'all?
Alrighty, the next hairstyle is micro locks, micro braids, the micro tangs. Now they look beautiful.
They are so cute.
I mean, if y'all have the patience to sit in a chair for 24 plus hours, be my guest. But me personally, after the 6th hour, I'm like, okay, when is this over with? You're only done with half of my head. Gotta
also,
go.
who's going to take those down? 'Cause
Exactly.
it's not gonna be me.
Those are
so-
never coming down.
Can I phone a friend?
No, for real.
No.
Like that's like
If
a
I got
3-person job, honestly.
If I got micro braids, would y'all help me take them out?
I'm be like, girl, that's you on your own.
Oh.
You on your own.
But the way, if they're executed correctly, they can be worn for up to 2 to 3 months. And they just look really good. It looks like your hair is actually swaying in the wind. It looks beautiful.
I don't have the patience for that.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is the braids are hot, the timing is not. Such a shame. They look good. They
Right.
look so good. What's y'all guys' opinion on it?
I mean, I basically gave it. Braids are so cute, but it's just so time consuming.
Anything after 8 hours, any style that takes over that period of time, I'm not doing.
Oh, well. Alrighty. We're moving on to our next hairstyle. What would that be? The aforementioned locks.
Had to bring out these ones.
Now, for the girls and for the guys, we love a good dreadhead. Not me no more. My man cut his locks off. I'm with the waves.
Oh.
Love you, baby.
Wow.
But with the ladies and the men, they know how to rock a good locks, especially if they pass the shoulder length.
Right.
And when they dyed, when they birthed, they got them pigtails.
With the
Like,
ombre too.
Eating.
honestly, the lock gang has got up since it was in the since the 80s and 90s. Y'all have stepped up their lock game. I'm saying right now, like, this is the perfect era for the lock generation, and I am here for it. Right here, though. But would y'all say this hairstyle is hot or is it not?
I mean, I'm a little biased. I have butterfly locks in right now.
Wait.
And, you know, I did also used to have locks. What was it? Like, when did I get them? July?
Yeah,
July,
those didn't last too
September.
long.
I kind of missed them just a little bit.
You
But I
gonna
think
lock
they're
up?
cute. I'm going to restart, but I don't know when it'll be.
How long did that hairstyle take?
This hairstyle took 4 hours. Which
Okay.
I honestly don't think was too bad.
That's not bad at all. I could stay 4 hours in a chair.
Exactly. Yeah, I think very convenient, very cute.
Okay. Versatility. What about you?
I personally think the picture is a knot.
Oh.
but locks in general, I like locks.
Okay, well, we gonna ask for you guys' vote, but on to the next hairstyle. We got
Oh, what was that? What was that?
we got crochet braids.
braids.
Dun, dun, dun. Now,
Y'all, I'm sorry, immediately not hot. What? No, I can't.
Wait,
I'm
wait,
sorry.
wait.
I am
Walk
not
us through it.
I don't know. I'm just very anti-crochet. I don't like them on me.
but you,
That's just me
But like
personally.
other people.
Other people, it's cute up, but me personally, no.
but you can. It's a quick it's not versatile, but it's a quick hairstyle. You can put those things in, and an hour and be out the door 30.
But I
Boom.
feel like they're too like boxy and bulky on my head.
They are.
Yeah, I definitely try to go for more medium braids or twists.
Yeah, I feel like it doesn't. If they're not personally braided, it doesn't look right. So,
Yeah.
unfortunately, if you got some crochet braids in your head,
Go ahead and take them out. Just take them out.
I didn't say all of that.
no. But yes, that hairstyle is going to be a knot.
I'm glad we can agree on that one.
Yeah. But moving on to our final. Is this our final?
I think so.
Now this hairstyle, I'm personally a fan of. I think it's
we
hot.
know.
You
we
can agree
know.
with it.
I do be in it. Now this hairstyle is the cornrows. Put it on the screen now. Woo! I personally love a good cornrow. It's easy. It's not time consuming, and it basically what I've been told. Whenever I wear my cornrows, you have to be serving face, always.
It does.
So you're saying the ugly girlies can't wear this hairstyle?
I'm just saying
if you chopped, you can't wear them.
whoa. I'm saying that if you put some cornrows in your head, it's either you cover it with a wig or you serve face. There's two options.
Okay.
No either or.
Okay.
Now, I think this hairstyle's hot because I look hot in it.
Okay.
Now, now, would you guys say it's hot or is it not?
I'm gonna have to disagree with you on this one. I don't like cornrows, and maybe it's because I'm tender-headed. Maybe it's because I have a 5 head or whatever. But I
Dang,
just-
really? That comment really stuck with
Right.
me. Sorry.
I'm gonna have PTSD because of you.
Okay, easy now. It's not that, but it's not that there.
Oh my gosh.
I understand.
But fair enough. It's a fair topic.
For me, it's a knot.
Okay.
For me, this hairstyle is hot. I feel like cornrows are just another black classic hairstyle. You really can't go wrong with it. I personally would get them in the summer. I feel like it's a good summer hairstyle.
Absolutely. Well, that's gonna be all for our episode on That's Hot. And we're gonna move over to with Caitlin. Take care, Jayhawks.
Bye.
You may not hear it at first, but it's there. Our chant, rising. On this summit, callings converge, voices unify into a chorus. It sounds out for good. For greatness. Can you hear it?
Welcome back, Jayhawks, to another episode of Cooking with Caitlin. And today I'll be bringing you guys a viral recipe that's quick and also right under the umbrella for cheat meals that you'll love. College on a budget, am I right? So today's recipe will be something that you may have seen all over TikTok, cheeseburger sliders. The ingredients and instructions are as followed. 12 King's Hawaiian rolls, 1 pound of ground beef, half an onion diced, 1 packet of Lipton onion soup mix, 1/4 cup of mayo, 3/4 cups of shredded cheddar cheese. The instructions are to preheat your oven to 355 degrees Fahrenheit, brown the ground beef in a skillet, then drain any excess grease. Add the diced onions and cook until translucent. Stir in the onion soup mix, mayo, and shredded cheddar cheese until well combined. Slice the Hawaiian rolls in half and place the bottom halves in a cooking dish. Spoon the beef mixture over the rolls, then place the top halves on top. Bake for 15 to 20 minutes or until cheese is melted and bubbly. And then, last step is to enjoy. I hope that you ladies and gentlemen partake in this tasty meal and include Melanin Media in your cooking journey by tagging us on our Instagram page. Stay safe and keep cooking, Jayhawks.
Here we see an ordinary man on an ordinary day, when suddenly, trash appears. What would you do if you were in his shoes? Would you be a bad citizen and simply ignore the trash? Or would you be a good citizen and pick the trash up? Here we see a trash can, a good citizen's greatest weapon. A good citizen will see litter, pick it up, and throw it away. Become a good citizen today.
From adversity, we rose. We made history and became pioneers, voyagers, champions, Jayhawks. And when our chant rises, haunting and hallowed, Jayhawks are telling the world what's near. Victory.
Welcome back to MelaninMedia Sports. Last Monday, the March Madness champion was crowned, and oh my God, was this game actual cinema. It featured the Houston Cougars, led by LJ Cryer, and the Florida Gators, led by Clayton Walter Jr. Now, I know a lot of people were a bit disappointed during this year's tournament with the lackluster amount of upsets and there being 2 number 1 seeds in the final. Still, a change of perspective makes you realize that we're about to get some immaculate hoops from both of these teams in college basketball. The Houston Cougars are coached hard by Coach Sampson, and trust me guys, I've seen footage of this man, the way he coaches this team, you would think they were in boot camp. He'd be having them wrestle in practice, playing volleyball with weighted balls. I just found out everyone on that team runs a sub 6-minute mile. That's freaking insane. Now, I'm not sure if Florida trains like they're preparing to fight a war, but I know that they have some dogs on the roster. Well, Gators, technically. Walter Clayton Jr. has been making his case all tournament for best player, averaging 22 points across the tournament with signature games of 30 points in the Elite Eight against Texas Tech and 34 points against Auburn in the Final Four. The man's a killer, straight up. He knows how to elevate his game when the time calls, thus setting the stage for what is going to be arguably one of the most entertaining championship games in recent years. The game began with Houston and Florida going band for band with one another, with both teams scoring the basketball at multiple levels. Open layups in transition, three-pointers, floaters. Early in the game, Javier Francis caught a body, setting the tone for Houston as they were doing everything on both ends of the floor, defending on a high level, getting steals and rebounds, and converting to points on the other end. They had my boy Walter Clayton Jr. in a straitjacket in the first half, leaving him scoreless on 0 for 4 shooting in the first half. Mind you, the same guy who was coming off back-to-back 30-point games. Nonetheless, the Gators were still playing composed basketball, just doing enough to keep them within a fighting chance. with their true star of the Gators being Will Richards with 14 points on 4 threes in the first half. He was out there playing possessed. That's truly the best way I can describe it, because some of the shots he was hitting that first half were absolutely diabolical. The halftime score of this game, halftime score was 31-28 Houston, setting us up for what should be a very entertaining finish. Second half started and Houston picked up exactly where they left off, with LJ Cryer opening up the half with a size-up step-back three and continuing his scoring parade with a pull-up jumper and another three, extending Houston's lead to 10. And although Walter Clayton was struggling shooting the ball, he was still making all the right plays, being the floor facilitator for his team, consistently finding his cutters in transition and feeding the right people and playmaking. And the team's shot creating was the X factor in keeping them in the game when it seemed to be slipping from them on several occasions. A couple and ones from Walter Clayton put them right back into contention, with the game being tied at 53 apiece with 6 minutes left. Now the last 3 minutes of the game were back to Houston and Florida going blow for blow, just like they did at the start of the game. Florida scored, Houston answered. Houston scored, Florida answered. Florida scored again, and Houston answered again. These last few minutes were some of the most entertaining hoops of the tournament. Seeing these players step up big on the biggest stage in college basketball was truly inspiring to watch. Prior to the 45-second mark of the second half, Florida had only led the game for 17 seconds, where they went on to retake the lead off of free throws from Elijah Martin, putting them 64-63, and the game back in the Gators' hands. In the most heartbreaking fashion, Emmanuel Sharp, with 2 of the most crucial turnovers in the clutch being committed by him, with a dribble off his knee with 26 seconds left and a chance to tie or win the game down 2. They go to him for the last shot, and when he went to shoot, he didn't have the ball drop, leaving him unable to pick it up without committing a turnover, resulting in a loose dive for the ball and the buzzer. Absolute heartbreaking ending for Houston, but a triumph of resiliency from the Gators, storming back down 14 at one point to win the national title game. As a basketball player, losing the game off of 2 turnovers is a nightmare I could not wish upon my worst enemy. Actually, I know a couple people. Scratch that. A couple people. I feel. Wait. Emmanuel Sharp, keep your head up, young blood. Basketball happens. You'll be okay. And as for the Gators, congratulations on an incredible season. I don't care if Walter Clayton Jr. is a senior and if he only had 13 points this game. That man is NBA ready. Scouts, don't overthink this decision.
Jayhawks, welcome back to another session of Grind My Gears. My name is Wambu Iganjiri.
And my name is Jay Sean Gill.
And this is the show where we talk about all our pet peeves and hot takes.
Okay, so let me get started. People that take up the whole sidewalk. I seriously don't understand why people do that. Am I expected to just go off to the side of the sidewalk? Mm-hmm. Is this a red carpet for you? I don't get it.
The sidewalk's a source of a lot of pet peeves. For me, one of the ones I wrote down are slow walkers. So it's you're taking up all the sidewalk and then you're walking. People don't have somewhere to be.
Yeah.
And there's people who come up right beside you. When you're walking on the sidewalk and they're passing you and they decide to just brush right by you. If I can feel you, you're too close.
Another thing with the sidewalk is people that push you to the side. Let's say you're walking with people, your friends or something, and they don't know it. They're just kind of pushing you more and more and more to the side. I don't get that. It's can we just walk in a straight line?
No, yeah. When people start moving, it's sometimes you can't help it. I can't walk in a straight line.
Yeah.
Sober or not. But it's hard when you're being pushed out into the middle of the road.
Yeah, I get that.
All right, moving off of walkers. One of my biggest pet peeves, it was the first thing I wrote down, was being ignored and repeating myself. Having to say things multiple times gets on my nerves. And I feel it's even if people don't intend to make me repeat myself, it becomes kind of a thing where it's I say something and if I have to say it again, I'm saying it meaner. It's I'll go oh, it's over there. And they'll be what? I'm it's over there. It's just every time.
Okay. Another thing that I have is when the bus doesn't stop, when you're right there at the bus stop. There has been many times that I'm literally right there and I just see the bus just going through and I don't get it. I know you see me.
You saw me.
I'm right there. Why can't you just wait?
Those rear mirrors are huge. I'm there.
Yeah.
All right. Another one for me was like lack of accountability tears. And this was a little more serious, but it's like when you're having a conversation with somebody, or it's like it's confrontation, you know, it's like it's a conflict you're resolving and they start to cry. And it's like I know people do cry at conflict, but it's people who cry and expect the crying to stop the conversation.
Yeah, they're kind of like using that like to get away from the issue or like problem.
And then like to either get out of it, to not accept their place in the problem. Like when they use tears as like a weapon against me, you immediately pissed me off.
Yeah, I get that. When people try to act hard by not wearing like appropriate clothes like in the winter, like I cannot say it, like there's so many people out there that just like walking in shirts in cold. Like it could be snowing and they just be walking in shorts, and I don't get it. It's like, are you like feeling like the cold weather? Like
it's like a Midwest pandemic. You got like so many white boys just walking around in their basketball shorts, and I'm like, just makes me upset. Like I know you feel it too. Yeah. And your legs are turning blue. You look clear.
Yeah. Another thing I have is when drivers that don't stay on your back in order for you to like drive faster. Like you know those drives, like you're driving and like they like come up behind you and then they like get on like right on your tail. I'm like, what are you thinking this is? You think I'm going to drive faster because you want me to go faster?
I'm not getting a ticket for you.
Like actually, in fact, I'm going to drive slower. I mean, I'm going to drive really slow. I'm actually going to like just stop my brake. But yeah, I don't get it.
Hit the brakes, hit me. Now you owe me money.
Yeah.
Now look where we are.
Okay.
All right. For me, another one is these ones are two things that teachers do that just get on my nerves. It's like when you ask for help and they just tell you to read the question carefully. What does that mean? Like, I read it the first time. I still don't get it.
Yeah.
Reading a second time did not help. I need actual advice. And the other one is when teachers go like, no one gets A's in my class. That's not a flex. That is not a flex. You're like, your students are failing. It's your job to teach them. Like, at that point, you are absolutely bad at your job.
Yeah. Maybe like the teacher should like teach.
Yeah, you know?
Instead of like just handing out a packet.
Yeah. It was in the job description.
If these teachers
Dare I say the title?
Yeah. Okay, so the next one I have is not seeing the class was canceled. Like, there's been many times I walk to class and I don't see the announcement that is canceled, and like I just wasted my whole time being here.
No, yeah.
And it's always at the last moment. Like, it's always at the last moment. I don't get it.
For me, it's every time I walk into the classroom, and it's always the first class of the day. So I could have slept in.
Yeah.
I could have gotten that little nap, hour of
I could have
sleep.
used this hour that I just wasted for something better.
No, yeah. All right, my final one is like people who don't allow silence. And this can be like a nervous tick of people, and like it's not their fault, but like sometimes it's like you're trying to sit in a comfortable silence or hell even do homework, and they're just people who just start like rattling on.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, we don't have to fill every silence.
Yeah.
Words are not always needed.
I get that.
Starts to just press on you at a point.
I get that, yeah. Well, I think that's it.
All right. This has been Grind My Gears. Thank you for joining us, and we hope to see you next time.
National champions deserve a clean campus. Don't wait for other Jayhawks to pick up your mess. Keep the University of Kansas clean.
Today we're talking about movies. So there's a couple movies that are coming out that I want to talk about. There's a few moving theaters. First, let's talk about Thunderbolts. Is Marvel's latest installment coming out in theaters on May 2nd. It follows a group of vigilantes, not really heroes, not really villains, somewhere in the mix. You see a lot of returning characters. You have Bucky Barnes. You have a bunch of people from the Black Widow. The Black Widow film's coming back. You have, I forgot his name. Who was that one guy from Captain America? From the Winter Soldier and the Falcon. The fake Captain America. Forgot his name. He's gonna be in that film. And it's a bunch of those guys. There's gonna be a new villain announced. I don't think we've seen any clips from him yet. All we know is that this film is supposed to kind of lead into what Marvel's preparing for, like their Doomsday and Secret Wars, and those films coming out later in the end. So I don't know. I don't know what Marvel plans on doing with them, but pretty excited, pretty exciting. Marvel's going down a new route. I know they brought in a new director for this film. They brought in a bunch of stars. Marvel's been getting a little bit of a downward review lately. Hopefully this film kind of brings them back into that forefront that we know them as. And then we have Sinners. Now, I am extremely excited for this movie. Coming out April 18th, directed by Ryan Coogler. It features Michael B. Jordan, again, the dynamic duo. It's like the Kobe and Shaq of the film, where the guy Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan are working together on this film. And actually, fun fact, in pre-screening before the movie hit theaters, this movie already has a 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. 100%. I mean, it's 24 reviews, but still, these are actual critics who have seen this movie before it has come to theaters, and the fact that every single one of them has given this film a 100% shows that it's worth watching. Two twins, Smoke and Stack, portrayed by Michael B. Jordan, return to their hometown to find a great evil infesting in it. The film combines vampires with a look at race relations and crowds in the South. Ryan Coogler developed this film in 2024, and is finally hitting the big screens. Coogler did great things in terms of representation with Black Panther, so now to give us a black supernatural film is a very exciting project. Me personally, I've loved every single thing that Coogler has made. I know for a fact I will also love this film as well. And yeah, that's everything. Guys, go to the theaters.
Good evening and welcome back to Slice of Insight. My name is Joshua Austin, and tonight we will be talking about the trailblazers in the gaming industry. Today, we're shining a spotlight on Black women who have made a significant contribution to gaming, breaking barriers, shaping the industry's past, present, and future. Let's dive into their stories. First, we honor Alice Wonder Woman Washington, a true pioneer of the 1980s gaming scene at a time when the industry was primarily white and male. Washington stood out as a Black woman working on the front lines of arcade game development, and she was deeply involved in programming and assembling printed circuit boards, which was the hardware that housed all the electronic components needed to run game software and control gameplay mechanics. Her work helped refine early arcade titles, introducing smoother controls and faster response times that became foundational for the games we play today. Colleagues nicknamed her Wonder Woman for her tenacity and skill, a testament to her role in pushing the industry forward during its formative years. Next, we turn to Dr. Gladys Mae West, a mathematician whose work in the 1980s reshaped technology and gaming forever. While not a game designer herself, Dr. West's contributions as a mathematician at the U.S. Naval Weapons Laboratory were monumental. She developed the precise calculations for the satellite orbits that became the backbone of the Global Positioning System, or GPS. Decades later, this innovation revolutionized gaming by enabling location-based experiences like Pokemon Go, where players explore real-world locations to catch virtual creatures. Dr. West's legacy highlights how Black women in STEM have influenced gaming in unexpected ways and profound ways. Finally, we celebrate a milestone in gaming representation: the introduction of the first Black video game character in Capcom's 1987 beat-em-up Final Fight. Set in the fictional Paradise City, the game's plot centers on the villain Gashita, who kidnapped 6 girls as part of his criminal scheme. Among these characters was the first Black female video game character, a kidnapped girl whose inclusion marked a small but significant step toward diversity in gaming. While her role was minor, her presence in a major title challenged the industry's norms at the time, sparking early conversations about the importance of the representation of Final Fight. Final Fight went on to become a classic, and this character's inclusion laid the groundwork for more inclusive casting in future games, a fight that continues to evolve in the industry today. These women and countless others have shaped gaming's evolution from code to culture. Their stories inspire the next generation to create, innovate, and dream big. That's all for tonight's Slice of Insight. We will see you next time.
Well, we hope you all enjoyed this week's episode of Melanin Media. Please stay tuned because KU has a lot of very exciting events that y'all do not want to miss. Put this in your calendars now because after 6 years, it's back. NPHC is inviting you to their very own Stomp the Hill Step Show on May 2nd at 6 p.m. in the Kansas Ballroom. Additionally, Zeta Phi Beta sorority and Phi Beta Sigma fraternity is having a t-shirt drive April 14th, 18th in the Student Engagement Center. Black Creatives is having an artist talk at 7 p.m. in the Burge Union, Forum A. And lastly, Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority Incorporated is having their annual SG Rho Week, April 21st through 25th. Yep. So stay tuned for some fun with the poodles. With that being said, we hope you have a great week, and we'll see you next time.